I just had a smoothie. It was really good. Super good. I love smoothies. You put the right ingredients in there. You can just load it up with greens. Just like throw spinach in there. I'm not super great at eating spinach when it's raw all by itself. In a smoothie though, it's like drinking a whole salad. Perfect for lunch. So we got a rumor today, but a bit of a change of pace. This one is not about the Switch 2. Ooh, refreshing. Almost as refreshing as a smoothie. This one is about Princess Zelda. Twitter user Papaginos has posted what appears on the surface to simply be a Princess Zelda appreciation tweet, showing off all these cool hairstyles. That's cool. I haven't seen that. I like that one. And that one. And that one? Are those three things? Anyway, the tweet reads as follows. Tears of the Kingdom had a great Zelda design. I think we are severely overdue for a game where Zelda is the main character. Seems to me a Hyrule adventure like that is something fans want. Now's the time. Now, I was reading this, and I started to notice that something was up. It was not me. This is not something I observed. This is something everyone else observed. So some of these letters are inappropriately capitalized. So when you add them all together, you got T-H-I-S, this, where is it? I-S is A-H, there it is, I-N-T, H-I-N-T. This is a hint. So now for more context, apparently Papaginos is a quote-unquote leaker, I suppose, at least according to My Nintendo News, who broke the story. This person allegedly predicted, leaked, what have you, Metroid Prime Remastered being shadow dropped and Mario vs. Donkey Kong. So at least according to that, that's a fairly good track record. However, I whenever someone says, well, they guessed this, I never really look into it. I don't know if anyone actually looks into it or not. Maybe it's true. Did they guess that, but did they also guess 600 other things that were wrong and they deleted later like so many people do? I do not know. So I don't know if this person is legit or if they actually know anything at all. So like most rumors, grain of salt, yada yada, etc. Point is, this post is talking about how Princess Zelda deserves to have her own game. It secretly says this is a hint. Of course, this is suggesting that Princess Zelda will be getting her own game sometime in the future. And with a Nintendo Direct confirmed to be happening next month, it is possible that that is where we might see such a thing, or maybe not. But at some point, Zelda will be getting her own game, at least according to this. But I will say, I like the confidence here. I like the confidence, and I like the cryptic nature of this. This is a new angle for quote-unquote leaks. You know, we've had leakers kind of drop little hints before, you know, like an image out of context, that kind of thing. But here, you got a genuine puzzle. You got an actual, you got a little puzzle, a little mystery for people to solve. I like that. That's fun. That's a fun rumor. Now, obviously, the idea of Princess Peach getting her own game, or at least being playable in a mainline Zelda game, it's, you know, we've all been talking about it for a long time. Tears of the Kingdom in particular, there were all these little, what we thought were hints in the early trailers that made it look like maybe this would be the game where we could play as Zelda, and it didn't happen, and it still feels like a big missed opportunity to me. It still feels like that could have been the game where they made it happen, and it's still frustrating that they didn't. They just had this opportunity, and they just kind of chose not to, and it's frustrating. But it would be considerably less frustrating if Zelda ended up getting her own game, and I mean, I could go on and on about why. It's an amazing idea. I just love games that explore characters that don't usually get the spotlight on them, spin-offs with different kind of gameplay. That's the kind of thing that can be made by a different studio while we're waiting for the mainline games. You know, if we don't want to wait 5 or 6 years for every Zelda, it'll be a lot easier to wait if you could just outsource a Zelda spin-off, and we can get that in between. It's perfect. Peach finally got her game. You know, like it'd been a long time since the DS one. Peach finally got her own modern game for the first time in a long time, and that was cool. So why not give us a Zelda game? Just why not? Especially when you look at all of the I mean, I don't even know like which Zelda it would be, Would it be its own, you got me talking about it now, would it be its own special Zelda that doesn't fit into any of the other games, or would it be, you know, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom Zelda? Would you go back? Would it be Ocarina of Time Zelda with Sheik and all that stuff? I don't really know. But throughout the game, Zelda has had all these different like magical abilities, so there's like so many things that you could do with it. So all that to say, I like this rumor. I like it. I like it because it's a fun puzzle that we had to solve, and it's a rumor about a thing that I want to happen. I will say that while Princess Peach Showtime does help set a precedent for the Nintendo princesses and, you know, other characters getting their own spin-off games, it's also hard to imagine Peach and Zelda getting games so close together. You know, like it seems like the kind of thing that you'd want to spread out a little bit. I mean, I know there are very different kinds of princesses, and of course, these would be two very different kinds of games, but I don't know, just like, we already got a princess game. I don't know if that means Nintendo would want to wait a while. It could be that if all of this is true, that this game is really early in development and a person just picked up a little hint, or it could be that it'll be revealed in the Direct next month. We really don't know, but that, I don't know, it just doesn't seem quite as likely to me, but I don't know nothing about nothing, so there you go. I don't know if Papa Gino's really knows anything, if they got someone on the inside who really knows. Again, this is very confident, doing this kind of teasy sort of leak, like that kind of does suggest an air of confidence. I feel like I would only do that. I would only do this if I was like really sure and I really wanted to playfully drop the information on everyone. At the same time, as with all leaks like this, if it ends up being true, I'll actually be upset because it would have been a much bigger surprise if someone didn't spoil the surprise, so then I will be retroactively upset at Papa Gino's. Because leaking things, if you know things that you're not supposed to know, is bad, and all it does is spoil the fun, so people should not do it. Oh, but Arlo, you're making a video about it. You're just spreading it. I know I have a problem. I know, it's completely hypocritical. I acknowledge that. But you know what? The pursuit of content is never ending. You gotta go where the content is. Even if you don't like it, even if you don't like that that's the process, you don't like that's the world that you live in, gotta do what you gotta do. YouTubers we gotta YouTube. I'm sorry. Papa Gino's, shame on you, but also nice rumor. Thank you. Thank you for giving me something to make this video about.